Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's Friday night, it's 9 p.m., and we are back here on
How to Ace Your Career.
But dear friends, this time we are not here to ace your career. This time we are here to celebrate a beautiful day, which all these beautiful women along with me are going to celebrate. It's a day where we celebrate our womanhood. It's a day where we are proud of being a woman. Of course, that continues throughout the year, but today is a day that we celebrate it. So welcome each one of you out there who's a woman who's going to be a part of this, and all the men who are supporting the women behind the scene to really join us live and understand from us what it is to empower women. So that's the topic for us tonight. But before we go into that, who are we? I'm Nuthan. I'm a career and a life coach, and I coach mid-age women, especially women with 12 to 15 plus years of experience. When they go through career stagnation, they go through mid-age crisis, when they are wanting to make a career transition, these are the times when they reach out to me. And I've been doing this for a decade, and I've been really helping my clients achieve all of that. And of course,
Yeah, I'm Dheeraj and I'm a career coach, life coach, business coach. And both of us together, we create this company, ND Life Coaching.
So welcome once again, and I hand over the stage to you.
So this time I'm going to start as, always she does, but I thought I need to do this, okay? So I truly believe we were, we would have been ordinary men if you amazing, courageous, confident, compassionate woman, wise woman would have not been there in our lives. Today, if you are happy, if you are leading a great life, is because of you women there who have always been with us, no matter what you have been going through in your own life, irrespective. Your total commitment, your total dedication to us is the reason why we are what we are today and we are enjoying everything. So I would like to take this because I really wait for this one day, Women's Day, where I feel that had it been none for all of you, I feel had it been none for all the great women in my life, there be my mother, my sister, my wife, my wonderful sister-in-law, my amazing friends. Had it been not for them, I would have not been living such an amazing, fulfilling, powerful, strong life. In the moments of my life where I have seen the darkest of my night, where I was scared, where I was fearful, where I was not sure, these women have been there with me, holding my hands and pulled me out of that tunnel. Let it be my mother, let it be my sister, let it be my friend, let it be my wife itself. So that's why I take this opportunity today to thank each and every of you, people who are here live now, people who are watching us live now, and all those women who are going to watch us later. Thank you very much. Without you, our life would have been absolutely incomplete. I would salute all of you for your unconditional commitment and love that you've been giving us. Thank you so much. And I would like to wish on behalf of all the men, happy Women's Day. May you all live, grow, and prosper day by day, month by month, year by year, decade by decade. Thank you very much. See you. Now it's all yours.
So thank you very much. I think there could be no better start than this, that each one of us, this is the role that we play in the life of men around us, maybe the father, maybe the brother, maybe the husband, maybe your son, but we do it for all, and this is how we do it. But today it's not about them, it's about us.
Yes.
And that's where I would first like to begin with each one of you just shortly introducing yourself to everyone who's listening us live. Anyone can start. All you go, not waiting. Or then I'll have to go and study.
Okay. I think alphabetically, maybe I come first, so let me go first. So, hi everybody, my name is Amrita, and I work as an associate director in one of the biggest e commerce companies in Japan. I'm very privileged to be here. I'm very grateful to sir and ma'am because I am coaching with them, and very happy to be a part of this panel with all the amazing women. I have had multiple opportunities to speak to them, and thank you so much, and looking forward to a very interesting evening.
Thank you.
So, first of all, a very happy Women's Day for all those wonderful people who have joined us live today. I'm Bobby Mishra. I've been an HR professional for 20 years and recently have ventured out on my own.
Wow. Yes.
Hi, this is Dipti Punjabi.
This shows that all of us know alphabets even till today.
Amazing. Yeah, I'm just surprised. Wow. Please go ahead.
Yes, please go ahead.
Hi, this is Dipti. I'm a mother, entrepreneur. Very excited to be on this platform with all wonderful women. Looking forward to today's session.
Fantastic. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. Yes. Who's next? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H.
No, J for
I,
please,
J,
please,
K.
please, J is
Okay,
please.
J is
Okay,
please.
K. Come K.
Okay. Hi, and good evening, and very happy Women's Day to all of you wonderful women and men who equally supporting and applauding for us. Thank you so much. So I'm Shritija, and I'm working in client relations at ND Life Coaching. Thank you so much.
Yes, and you can tell in where you've logged in from so people can understand why you're wearing such warm clothes.
So I'm joining from France.
Great. So
Bonjour, everyone.
yes, so one of you joining us at 12:30 in the night from Japan,
Yeah.
and the other one joining us with all the winter around. So thank you very much for being here. I'm really feeling privileged.
No, the
and
last is left.
no, she's still.
She also please. No, she's there. Carry on, madam. S. Oh, she's also
Yes.
S.
Okay, go ahead.
So hi, I'm Shefali. Happy Women's Day to all of you. I work with corporate and sales, and I'm very happy to be here today.
Great, fantastic. Yes,
Janvi, you can introduce yourself.
Hi, can you hear me?
yes, we can.
Hi, happy Women's Day to all of you. I am Janvi and I'm a company secretary and a lawyer working with one of the big organizations in Pune.
Okay, great. Yes, the last one.
Okay, so happy Women's Day, everyone. So my name is Sri Vidya, and I work for an American IT company. It's a SaaS operating company. So once again, a very happy Women's Day to each and every one of you. Looking forward to this interaction today.
Great. So thank you very much, each one of you, to really join here and let us all help each other and empower everyone who comes along our way. That's what the purpose is today, to gather and share with so many out there who are listening to us the journey of how we have empowered ourselves. So to begin with, I think I've had a wonderful empowered life, coming from a background where my parents really kept us as equals. We were three siblings, my elder brother and two of us as sisters. I never knew that there is inequality or there's some gender bias. I think that I experienced when I stepped out in the real world. But in my house, we were all equals. We would do everything together. There was no distribution of household chores. This is what girl is supposed to do, or this is what a boy is supposed to do. So probably when I heard of these stories, it was something which I was amazed by. I thought, oh, this is the kind of things also happen in the world. And I continued my journey working on myself, empowering myself, finding people around me who helped me to become who I am. And then, of course, my next phase of life, where I have this amazing human being as my life partner who really truly believed in me. And that is why here I am, doing what I can in the best of my abilities and tapping my fullest potential. So that's why my first question to all of you is, when we say empowerment, it's a very big word, but what does it really mean to each one of you? And I think we can keep following the same order of alphabet so it becomes easier for us instead of I asking you to speak. So let's go by ABCD.
Sure. Thank you. So I think empowerment, like you rightly said, is a very heavy word, and probably it is very popular word also right now. What it means to me is basically having the freedom or the choice to decide my life, what I want to do. It also means that I deserve to be respected and I should get equal opportunities to grow as any other person, irrespective of gender. So that's what I think it means to me.
Thank you.
Yeah, and on the same lines, empowerment to me is also freedom to make your own decisions, realize your dreams, being confident and being independent.
Very nice. Yes.
So for me, I would say it's in a couple of areas. I feel empowered when I actually have the choice to, follow any faith or philosophy that appeals to me. If I am financially independent, I feel empowered. If I am able to take decisions in my startup for the growth of the startup, of course, it makes me feel empowered. And I also feel my decision to move from corporate to business just because I wanted to take care of my child and manage work simultaneously, that also makes me feel empowered.
Great, very nice. Yes, moving on to Janvi. J is you, so you can remember your.
Q.
Yes, go ahead. What's empowerment to
Yes.
you?
Well, so empowerment is a very powerful word as it includes both freedom and responsibility. And for me, empowerment means freedom to choose and take decisions.
Fantastic. Yes.
Okay. So, empowerment for me means being self reliant, confident in my identity, being financially independent, being able to make my own choices and decisions for my life.
Very good. Yes.
So empower for me is financial independence and equality.
Okay. Yes, and finally you,
Okay.
Vidya.
So, empowerment to me is freedom to decide and my own choices in terms of education, my occupation, and my finances. So, if I could summarize, empowerment to me is the freedom to choose my life the way I want to live and to be able to make decisions independently.
Very nice. So thank you very much. We all had some common views and some different views on this beautiful word called as empowerment. So if we have defined empowerment in these many words, I would like to know from each one of you, in just one word, is empowerment internal or external? That is come from within, or it is about others giving you that opportunity? Yes.
I think fundamentally for me, empowerment begins internally because if I don't myself, feel the need to change anything or about my life or take control of the situation, then it is not like starting. So it begins internally, but it also I think involves a very major external factor considering the society that we live in. So personally, professionally, both, and I think we are still a very long way from actually understanding what true empowerment means within our houses or offices and probably every aspect of our life. So begins internally but needs a strong external support also.
Great. Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, it's both internal and external because first you need to decide for yourself. I mean, decide to do what you want in life. And make your decisions. And of course, the support of your loved ones, your immediate family or people around you, your workplace, that also really matters. So I think it's both internal and external, but majorly internal is which is very
Okay.
important.
Yes.
I primarily think it's internal. I feel if you may have everything, but you still may not feel empowered, it all comes from within.
Okay. Yes. Janvi, you'll have to go ahead. Will not have to remind you again. So after Dipti, it's your turn. Yes, please go ahead.
She's freeze.
No, I can see her. Yes.
Yes. Yes, yes. So
We can hear you. Go
I
ahead.
feel it's always starts with internal, and that's what I believe. It's internal.
Okay, great. Yes.
Okay. So, like earlier, I used to feel that empowerment is external. However, after I started coaching with Nutan ma'am, it dawned on me that it has to be internal. So I'll give you an example here. So I had to relocate to a different country all of a sudden due to my husband's work during Corona. So everything changed overnight, and it was very challenging to adjust to a new country, a society where you don't even speak the language. That is when I started coaching and working full time with Nutan ma'am. And as a result, I have started taking charge of my life, gained self confidence, a new sense of identity, And that is when I have come to this realization that not only the external thing like the money or the position or these don't matter that much, but however your internal strength, your those internal integrity or that identity is so very important. And like that's when my beliefs have started forming, like and I'm starting to reform those earlier beliefs that were formed in the early stage of my life due to the environment in childhood. So yeah, so now I believe that it has to be internal, the
A
empowerment.
wonderful point, Kshitija, you brought up, because many women feel imprisoned by the external circumstances. But I think history has proven, right from ancient times, where we talk about stories which we have seen in our country, Jhansi Ki Rani, she chose to be a warrior where external circumstance didn't support, but she decided to really take care and protect her uh, nation or country or whatever we call it, the land that she lived in, and to give her life for the motherland. I think it starts from there. We have such amazing examples like Mother Teresa, or when we talk about equality today, Sudha Murthy has just been nominated in Rajya Sabha. If you look at both of them as a couple, I think she also chose to empower herself and live life and contribute socially. So she doesn't feel that she's anywhere below. I think her contribution goes much far and wide beyond what Narayan Murthy has created as Infosys. So it definitely has to begin when a woman feels that she's not imprisoned. And of course, one beautiful example of one of the young girls, Malaila Amin, who comes from Pakistan, where there's no right to education. She was ready to die, but she was not ready to give in, and that's why we all look up to her. So I think it definitely has to begin internally, and I agree that it flourishes much more when you start getting the support externally. So that if it is an internal journey, I would like to know, how do you all feel? If you're empowered, then why do you feel you're empowered today?
I think like you shared, ma'am, I am very fortunate that I'm an empowered woman of today, and I'm extremely grateful to my family. So my parents, my grandparents also I stayed with, and after getting married to my husband and his family, I think it's very important. They have been pillars when I have made my decisions and choices, and I was given the freedom I could take those decisions. Having said so, I think situation outside is very different or very contrary to what I grew up with, similar to what you shared. Very unsupportive of what I wanted to do, especially because generally the paths that created are created by men, and then you're expected to
Follow.
walk in a behave in a certain way because there are certain expectations. So I think throughout my journey, I have challenged many different situations. I've fought, I've changed perspectives to get things done. And whenever I felt that I'm not getting something because I'm being judged for behaving in a certain way or not behaving in a certain way just because of my gender, I have definitely stood up and ensured that I feel empowered and confident about whatever I'm doing. So I think I'm really blessed that way, that I came from a family where I was empowered already, and I didn't feel that I'm anywhere less anytime.
Fantastic. Yes, Bobby.
Yeah. So for me also, I think I've been very fortunate. I always felt empowered even as a young girl, as my parents always supported me and I had the freedom to express myself freely, take decisions. Then my sister, who also inspired me to grow. And that is how, with the support of my family, I grew into an independent woman. And now, after so many years of work life being employed, when I decided to be self employed, my husband really encouraged and supported me wholeheartedly. So, fortunately for me, I was always surrounded with people who believed in women empowerment. So, be it my husband, my brother in law, my sister, my parents, and even for that matter, the organization with which I worked for a very long time believed in empowering women. So, workplace also, I really felt very
Very
empowered.
nice. Yes, Kriti.
Some of us do have similar stories. So for me, I have two brothers, and in my childhood, parents treated us equally, whether it was sending us to private schools for education or encouraging all three of us to play different kinds of sports. So I never felt any different from them. And I'm really fortunate that this continued even after getting married, because both me and my husband play an equal role in the family, whether it is sharing the finances, for the regular expenses, or decision making, be it a car, be it where to go for a vacation, or even, the actual decision on how many kids we wanted to have. So it's been wonderful sort of teamwork, I would say, that goes on. And even since the child has come into our lives, it was very clear and decided, a mutual decision, that we would raise her together rather than handing her over to grandparents or a nanny. And many a times, my husband plays the role of both parents when I have to travel, or maybe during my peak times at work, and vice versa. So yeah, so I feel really fortunate, and I feel empowered in that aspect.
Very nice. Yes,
Yeah,
Janvi.
so for me, yes, I absolutely feel empowered. And since childhood, my upbringing has been in such a way that I was always able to make choices for myself and also be responsible for it. So, be it choosing commerce as my field for higher studies, or even choosing my life partner. And I think even today at home, it's my husband who not only supports me in my career, but also values my choices while taking any personal decisions, like planning vacations, buying a car, buying a house, or even for that matter, taking any financial investment related decisions. And I think at my workplace also, my manager and my company does exhibit a culture where I feel really empowered. And also to add, I think my decisions have not always gone right, and I have also failed many times. But I have also learned that being empowered also mean that you should embrace this imperfection, and I should allow myself to experience failure also.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Beautiful. Yes, Shidya.
Yeah, so I do feel empowered now, and I would like to thank Nutan ma'am for that. So this new sense of identity and this feeling of empowerment comes from her, coaching and regular guidance and support, and my friends who have continued to believe in me. So I do feel empowered. Thank you.
Yes.
So I also feel very empowered, and I'm also fortunate that since childhood I have got support. So I also have a sibling who's a brother, but in my family there was never an issue. We were treated equal, and fortunately I have come to the house where my mother-in-law, my husband is also very supportive, and at workplace also I'm getting the same support. So everywhere, fortunately, that women empowerment I can see.
Yes, Vidya.
Okay. So for me, I feel empowered when I'm given the equal opportunity or right to education, right? So fortunately, I mean, fortunately has been used many times, but I am too fortunate that I was born and brought up in a household where my father believed in the same ideology. In fact, it was only after their marriage, like, my parents got married and my father encouraged my mother to go for her higher education and seek more job opportunities. And it has been my mother who has always held the reins of my education. She knew what worked best for me, and she has always sought that for me. And my father never shied away in supporting my mother in her decisions, right? And he got me admitted to the best of the schools, and helped me support and go for my higher education to for a foreign country as well. So this right to education has actually helped me walk shoulder to shoulder with my male peers. And fortunately, after my marriage, my husband is also a huge advocate of equal rights to education. So not only does he believe in upskilling himself, but he also greatly encourages me to upskill myself in terms of my education certifications, and make sure that I'm made equipped. I'm equipped with all the available resources, and I do my best there. So for me, I truly feel empowered today because of this equality to right to education, because I'm an empowered professional today, and I'm able to take that front to my workforce, and I'm able to deliver my best. So that is what is empowering to me today. I feel truly empowered.
Very nice. So this, I'm so glad that each one of us are sharing this today. That we, the word fortunate is coming again and again, because when we see around in the world and we see that how women are really being challenged at home, at workplace, and we have been privileged to have that I hope men out there who are hearing will see that if a woman is happy, everything really falls in place. But uh, going a little ahead and diving deep into that, though all of us said that we are empowered, this question is especially to mothers here. Most of the time, when that day, in fact, we did a survey with all the women that we know, and we asked them, what are the emotions that you experience on a daily basis? And two strong emotions that came out: guilt and frustration. So I would want to know from the mothers, is this true for you? And if yes, then how do you deal with it?
Yeah,
Yes,
Shreevidya.
of course.
Yes, you're.
Yeah, Dipti,
Please
yeah,
go
you're
ahead.
D, yeah.
So yes, I think you've actually nailed it with those two words, of course.
Yeah.
So I do see that when I set, I can speak for myself, of course. When I set larger targets for my work, and I'm not able to reach everywhere, that is when I think frustration sets in, and sometimes it can be on a daily basis or on a weekly basis. And on the other end, I also feel that if I'm not, because of this, if I'm not able to spend enough time with my child, guilt sets in. So, they kind of go hand in hand. But what I definitely can say is that there were, phases in my life when I just didn't know how to deal with both of them. But really, it's absolute gratitude and thanks to your coaching, talking on a daily basis sometimes, of course, during our sessions, to understand the feelings that I'm going through. And I feel it's just, when someone kind of reassures you that no, you are giving your best in every aspect. That is just enough for one to hear and say that, yeah, I don't probably need to go through this guilt. I am really trying hard in all areas. So coaching has definitely helped me, and I'm not saying that these moments don't come; they do, but at least I know where to go and talk them out. So
Very
thank
nice.
you.
Yes, and the mother here. Shivya. Yes, Shivya.
I'm sorry, my screen's changed. Sorry, something has to go wrong. so, like earlier, I think when I was not working that time, this guilt, I think maybe frustration was there more, and of course now that I have started working, like. At times I do feel stressed out, wherein Dipti was sharing, wherein you need to balance everything, and you would want to give your best, but uh, to my expectations I'm not able to. So then that is where start feeling guilty. But then again, learning from ma'am what ma'am has told as to how you can have the work life balance, wherein you prioritize and then you don't, and then give your best. So that is what I'm trying to do, wherein, and then try to feel less guilty, and like be happy with giving my best. So that's what I'm trying to do. Yeah.
So I think that's a beautiful. Thank you, both the mothers, for sharing this, because uh, one very important aspect that we talk whenever we talk about a career is work-life balance, and I believe that in today's day and age, nothing of this can exist. What really exists is every day. When I look at my day, I need to see what's my priority today. Today, probably my family, my loved ones need more attention. Tomorrow, probably my work needs more attention. And as long as I'm giving my best to every aspect what turns up the next day morning, I'm doing a great job. And I should really be able to say or celebrate myself that I could give my best every day. So that brings us to the most important and last question. How do you empower others? Let's begin with Amrita.
So I think like all of us said the word fortunately, because we are really blessed to be empowered women or born in families that believed in that. But unfortunately, in many situations, I have seen women are not even aware of the choices or opportunities they may have.
Yes.
So they don't realize that they have to feel empowered, or they need to have that feeling even. So whenever I have tried to support someone, I've always started with making them realize what potential they have, or what opportunities are there, what resources are there. I think that's how it starts. And once they start believing in themselves, or once they start understanding what is there in like ahead of them, then I think paths open up, and then they can find means and ways on their own to empower themselves and grow in their life. I think that's what I've been trying to do when I say I want to empower somebody or support somebody.
Very nice. Yes, Bobby.
Yeah. So I feel empowerment also for women is also being able to remove the time for themselves. So we just spoke about mom's guilt, So during my career, I had a lot of working women in my office, and I always found that while they were giving their best at their workplace, at their homes, but they always came back to me and spoke at times, that I really feel guilty. I wish probably I don't know whether I should continue. And I said, but then whatever you're doing, it's ultimately for your children's future, And I think in this, what takes a toll is also, while you prioritize your family, you prioritize your work also, because you have to deliver at work. You need to take care of your parents. You are into caregiving for elderly people. Somehow, their own health becomes a back burner. They just don't focus on it. So I feel that is also very important. So when you say empower yourself, remove some time for yourself, invest in yourself, invest in your health. It is very important to do that. For me also, I actually realized this late in life, exercise. But like they say, better late than never, So I really remove time each day to exercise, and it really makes me feel amazing. So that is one part. And secondly, at my workplace, when I was heading HR, I had a big team, and I ensured that I empowered both the men and women in my team, and by giving them the freedom to work, giving them the freedom to make their own decisions, and creativity, use their creativity. And they turned out to be such amazing performers. And they also knew that, they always had my back if anything goes wrong. So that is the way I empowered both male and females in my team who were working with me. And not just that, we even focused on empowering the women on the shop floor. We had a large number of females, so we kind of tweaked certain policies to be able to have more numbers also working for us in night shift. So I think being able to truly empower the another person, a woman or a male, it could be male also, is about encouraging them, making them believe in their own potential, so that they can pursue their dreams and achieve their goals.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Yes, Devi.
So, as we discussed earlier, that empowerment is internal, but external factors can play a very important role in giving that push. So, I always feel if I'm able to do that, in any way, it really makes me feel fully satisfied. Through the startup that I have built a team of like-minded women. Now, they're very passionate in contributing to each of our clients' successes because they carry their own individual strengths with them. Making them financially independent has just been a small part that we are able to fulfill. But I think the larger picture is being able to give them that space where they have found a purpose in life, where they feel their self-worth, because a couple of them actually went through low phases in their lives because of personal losses. So I think that really makes me feel, very, very satisfied. And actually now the focus is to empower my 8-year-old. I have a daughter. I have actually started teaching her to fight her fears through faith. And of course, we are giving her an international education where she can learn beyond the books and express herself freely on any platform, right from an early age.
Very nice. Fantastic. Yes, Janvi.
So I really agree to what Bobby had said earlier. I think if we want to be treated equally, then we should be also ready for it. And today I have you, Nutan ma'am, who is helping me to empower myself. And I try to do the same with my team members, my colleagues, and my friends. So I think it's important to prioritize and invest in oneself. Of course, by what Bobby said, following a healthy regime, having a balanced mind. And other thing I think is sharpening our leadership qualities. So continuously upskilling and keep on learning some new skills at work. Also at work, I try to provide equal opportunities to both my male and female team members, and also recognize their achievements without discriminating between them. And I also encourage them to learn to manage their finances wisely so that they are able to achieve their financial freedom, just the way our moms would be the money keepers and secret lockers, managing the finances so well. So I feel that if they are earning well, they should also invest well.
Great. So I think Secret Locker continues with my mother even today. When she's living with us, she still wants to hide money and keep safe for us whenever it's required. But one very beautiful aspect that you touched base upon, Janvi, was investing in yourself. I think that's again one thing which I found so common in so many people that we reach out. And Kshitija, since she's the client-facing person, she can definitely vouch for this. That women, when they come to that decision of they have to invest on themselves, it becomes a very tough decision. So I would want to know from each one of you, how did you really take that decision of investing in yourself? Was it easy, and how did you take it? I mean, let's go to Janvi straight because you brought up this topic first.
So, frankly speaking, investing was not even a choice for me because I had nothing to invest that time. But that was a call that me and my husband had taken. Whatever it could be, even if we have nothing, we will still try to figure out how to save and how to kind of collect that money. But that was a long-term investment that we made with us. And thanks to you for giving that opportunity and hand-holding us for such a long time. This investment has now started repaying us, I don't know how many multiple times, 10, 15, 20, but it's all getting higher and higher each time.
Amrita, what's your take?
Absolutely. I think first step or first time when we think of investing in ourselves, probably guilt or like we want to really think about it again.
Yes.
But yeah, guilt that do I need to like put money or do I need to put time for myself? First few times it is guilty, it is confusion. But I think again, like Janvi said, a big thanks to you for making me also realize that yeah, it is time that I do that. And I think exactly the word Janvi used again, multifold. The investment that I have done in myself has given me returns beyond imagination. So I think yeah, the first reluctance is something that we really need to overcome, because if I really have to empower myself, I think that is very important.
Yes. Dipti?
So I think I beg to differ. The story is slightly different. I don't think I found it. I was not guilty investing in my own self. However, my husband definitely was, from what I could see, and I'm really proud to say that in the last 4 years, the initial 2 years it was me who was coaching with Nutan ma'am, and in the last 2 years my husband has joined in as well. And I'm glad that he's able to see the difference that it makes. Together as a couple, as a family, we are able to see the difference it's making in our lives. So so for anyone out there who feels like, is this really worth it? I mean, you have to give it a shot, give it a try to be able to really experience its worth.
Thanks, Dipti. Yes, let's come to Shefali and understand, how do you empower others?
So I'll share one example that at my workplace there are very many female employees. So one of the female employee who was married but was not supported much by the husband, and she was the only bread earner at her mother's house. So her younger brother was suffering from diabetic and he was in ICU for almost 2 months, and he was in Bihar. So at that time, I empowered her. I took approval from the management. I fought with them, and I sent her there to her family. And I assured company plus her that don't worry, your targets will be done here. And she was there for 2 months. She took care of her brother. Now she's back and she's enjoying her work. So this way, I've empowered one of the person.
Awesome. Fantastic. Yes, Kshitija.
Okay, so like I have two daughters to take care and nurture. So when I'm happy, enthusiastic, cheerful, the atmosphere in the house changes automatically, and that influences my daughters. And when they come up to me and they share their worries, I feel it's the result of this internal work which Nutan ma'am has helped me achieve during the time of coaching that I've been. So that is how I'm able to make them empowered. And one more example came to my mind, wherein I've made two friends here. One is a French and then one is a Indian woman who has come from India. And like she's my husband's colleague, but then I have been in touch with her because just been in touch. At times we may not been able to impart great knowledge or something, but then just being in touch and having that, just checking up on that person, how. So that made a lot of difference, wherein she shared that she was just feeling so lonely, and I just happened to call her, and then she said that thank you so much for calling, because I'm feeling so weird, because the winters here are so, at times people who are new to this environment, they feel down, because and she's alone all of a sudden. And so she was missing her mom and everything in India. So that made a lot of difference to her. And my French friend here, so even she, like I check up, she is also a single woman, so I just happen to check on with her, or we go on for a walk. So like she really enjoys talking with me and meeting me, so she looks forward and to this interaction with us. So and she keeps thanking me that thank you for being there. So I feel that just having a small gesture of thoughtfulness also means a lot to someone. So yeah.
Very nice. Finally, to you, Vidya.
Yeah. So for me, how do I empower others is just by bringing out the leadership qualities that each of us have. We may not have all the qualities of a leader, but we may have one or two qualities already within us as a leader, right? And according to me, leadership is not a title or a designation. I am an individual contributor in my organization, but I make sure that I actively go out and reach out and try to empower my colleagues, specifically the female colleagues, right? So recently I had a mom who joined our workforce back after her maternity leave. She was slightly lost. So I made sure that, enough time is given to her to settle down back in the, workforce. I made a shift in her timings, work timings, and made sure that whenever her plate was full of tasks, we made sure that as a team we could take some part of it from her, and so that she is relieved, right? So while doing so, I also ensured and I was constantly in touch with her that is she doing well, is she emotionally doing well, and is she able to take care of her infant, a small infant, very well. So by doing so, today what I see is she is not only confidently able to handle the tasks that are being assigned to her, but she has become a lead in a very critical project in our organization. So it was just that small helping gesture in her initial few months after joining back that I feel I have I have empowered her, and that has helped her come this long way. And now she is due for her promotion as well. So that is how I feel I have empowered my, female colleague. Yeah.
Fantastic. Such a wonderful discussion. I'm sure each one out there who's listening to us live or will listen to us later will realize that small little gestures, when we do to support each other, to help each other, to encourage each other, that's how we can continue this chain of empowering one after the another. And if we can do it, I'm sure the circle continues. So it was really great to have this amazing panel enlightening all of us on women empowerment. And finally, we would love to conclude this by Happy Day! Have a wonderful day, and let us all catch up again the next year and share with us your wonderful stories of empowerment, someone who helped you or you helped someone, and let's continue this journey and make this world a very beautiful place to live in.
Absolutely. And to end with, I started and summarized. It was an amazing 43 minutes sitting here and learning so much from each one of you. I think that has empowered me at this moment, knowing your journey and what all you do and what you've been through. And I would also like to thank all the men out there who you've always said that fortunately, I think I would like to thank all the men out there who are all, besides their women, let it be the wife, let it be the mothers, let it be sisters who are there, supporting them, empowering them. So thank you very much, all the men there. And thank you very much, wonderful ladies. And I'm finding myself fortunate to be
Word of the day.
here. And I think I'm feeling so powerful just by listening to your story. So thank you so much. And then, so all the viewers, I'm sure this would have helped you. So again, let's see you on next Friday on How to Ace Your Career. Bye-bye. God bless. Thank you so much.
Have a wonderful weekend ahead.
Thank you.